This is Joe from Thunk Podcast, and I am so excited to bring you what I cannot describe in any other conceivable way than, by far, our best episode of all time. And I say this, ladies and gentlemen, because this episode is all about eggs. Particularly, The Egg, written by none other than Andy Weir. So The Egg is a short story, and we've linked a copy of it in the description below, as well as a video, so that you can see the narrated version of it as well. And it's quite a great philosophical story, so we recommend that you either read the story before you listen to this episode, or listen to the story like we did, because that's exactly what we did. Really interesting philosophical tale of what's it all about. Hint, it starts with eggs. Anyways, if you like what you hear, please support us. I don't know, like, share, and subscribe. If you really care, just, I don't know, send this to somebody who thinks it's funny or cool or interesting. We have a Patreon. The hell is it? Patreon.com/ThunkTankPodcast. Sign up. It's awesome. We're awesome. You're awesome. We love you. I don't know what else goes into intros. It's been a long day of teaching. Anyways, I'll leave the rest of this for Luke to edit at his peril, and I hope you enjoy. So, have some good eggs, and see you in the tank.
Attention humans, this is a Thunk Tank. Please insert this podcast directly into your nearest orifice for viewing pleasure.
Okay, you ready? Oh, shit.
Welcome to the Thunk Tank. Welcome to the Thunk Tank. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Come into our Thunk Tank.
Luke, don't switch to the other peanuts.
Welcome to the Thunk Tank. Come in the tank. We're thinking, and we're drinking,
And we're thunked.
and we're thunked.
Oh my god, I'm probably more beer than man if we go far enough back at this point.
All right, it's going.
Egg?
Egg?
Would
First
you like
thoughts,
an
Luke?
egg, Luke?
That's beautiful.
Right? It's good stuff, right?
That's gold.
Yeah.
It's real good.
So should I say what we just listened to? I should probably explain.
Yeah, we'll post the link.
Yeah, so we just listened to the short story, The Egg, by Andy Weir, I think is his name.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who wrote The Martian. And, yeah.
Heavy, intense, but reassuring view of reality.
It's a thick egg, for sure.
It's a thick egg.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reassuring. It's nice. I don't see any evidence for it, but that's one of those theories.
No, but it's more about the idea behind it. It's about the idea of when you interact with people, whatever you do to them, you're really doing to yourself, right?
Right. It is true.
Yeah. I think that's the main takeaway from it, because I've actually talked to a few different people about this short story, who are different religions, because I wanted to know what. So I talked to somebody who's very Christian. I talked to somebody who's very Muslim. I talked to other shithead agnostics like myself, and yeah, it's sort of that similar message that's gleaned from it. This idea that you can't totally detach yourself from any act, right? I mean, I guess you can, like some people can, but for normal people, if you help somebody, you're helping yourself. If you hurt somebody,
Feels
you're
good,
hurting
yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You could say the same thing about love too.
Do you love thyself?
I mean, like in spirituality, like the enlightenment idea is that you don't feel separateness from everything, right? To be a human is the paradox of you are something and nothing at the same time. Like you search for the ego and you can't find it, yet you're still a something with like a social security number and all this identification that makes you unique and separate from the world. Yet you're just a bunch of atoms. Why are you don't say that like the dirt over here is separate from the dirt over there. It's just dirt. You're just atoms.
Dirt is dirt.
there's a perspective where you're just atoms and you feel like you're just part of everything. And like that video was cluing in to one of my favorite meditation teachers does this so well because he does it by an emotional feel, but he's also like super intelligent. Like he has like a PhD in
Faster.
at least 2 or 3 things.
Faster.
I think.
Faster.
Jack
Those are
Cornfield.
some real credentials there.
But
That's not
what
a
I
real
what I mean
name.
is like he doesn't say things from like
Say Jack Cornfield?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a real name.
That's his name?
Cornfield with a K.
Badass fake name you got there.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's great. I was just listening to him today.
How
Like,
many eggs does he eat a day?
I think he eats at least a few eggs a day. He's not like
At
not.
least.
Well, I
few
eat
eggs a
several
day.
a day, so I'm more reliable.
He's not
than he is
not
already.
eating
How many
eggs.
did
Let me tell you that.
eat? Gaston ate like
4 dozen.
4 dozen eggs.
Oh, 5 dozen.
Every morning to help him get large.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say though?
And then when
Like,
he's grown, he eats 5 dozen eggs. So he's up
So
to
he's
5
roughly
at
the
least.
size of a barn.
Yeah, when he falls off a cliff,
He just bounces back.
no, he dies, and probably because he's eating
Oh, that's
5
true.
dozen
He
eggs
does
a
get
day.
thrown off a cliff. Yeah.
Because he's eating 5 dozen eggs a day in the snow.
When I was
The
a boy,
cholesterol-
I ate 12 dozen eggs.
We're really off track.
Is
We're
that
way,
'cause?
really early.
I thought the story was about eggs.
no,
Eggs.
so
It is about eggs. Oh my God, you're right, Gaston.
I was today
Like Sharon
um,
Gaston.
listening to him.
Gaston?
I tend to listen to him on various podcasts like quite
Manly
frequently.
Nobody cares.
He's kind of like a calibrator, and the thing he calibrates me to is what this video just calibrated me to,
Which is.
and it's the kind of thing I seek out at least 2 or 3 times a week. Like I know I have to sync up with this feeling, otherwise I risk going into like a dark place mentally.
the not good nihilism.
The not good nihilism.
Yeah, right.
So there's the good nihilism and the not good.
I think so.
Well, this is.
There's the kind where you go,
Yeah.
fuck it. Why would I do laundry? Who cares if I smell?
That's
Like,
interesting. There's not
You
the
want to avoid that one.
Right.
there's not the not good and the bad. There's not the good and the bad. There's the good and the not good.
No, this is the good, the bad, and the ugly.
No, you said the not good.
Clint Eastwood.
Very good.
Sergio Mendes.
Yeah.
So what this teacher Jack always says is that
This teacher, Jack.
no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're experiencing, you can always step back and become the witness to the entire thing. You can see
Well, that's what
that
this story is.
the
yeah.
air you're
you just do
breathing
it
in-
between lives. Yeah.
Going to space seems to be like a hard wired one for humans because every culture of astronaut that goes up into space has that moment where they're like,
Of
wow,
course, of
everything
course.
going on down there right now is really stupid and petty compared
Yeah.
to like what I'm witnessing.
Internationally so.
And it's called something like that, the
Yeah.
zoomed out view. There's a term for it. And I think a few astronauts have said that, if they could do one thing, everyone would experience that and it would just fix most of the world's problems.
because you become so separate. I saw a great
should
video.
make VR units that make people experience that. Maybe everyone will just
Yeah.
mellow out for like 10 years. We get a lot done.
Yeah,
Everyone
one
just stops
astronaut was
freaking out
explaining
for,
within like a
decade.
few days they were you just start calling Earth, and you're the station. You don't consider yourself as part of Earth.
Yeah,
you're so
you're
removed
removed from it.
So and when we start going to the moon and Mars and places, Earth's going to be another.
A thing.
Yeah, you're
like
gonna
Jersey.
See you're going to see it so much more objectively, or the
Yeah.
people who are outside of it will see it.
I think what that video is doing though, like you could call the spiritual experience, which is what I think of as the left brain is mostly dealing with like the details and the nitty gritty. And guess which emotion is almost entirely existing in the left brain?
Porn.
Rage.
Anger.
That was close.
The right
guessing.
brain is dealing with the unknown.
Makes me so mad.
So it looks at big picture things. So it's big picture oriented. It tries to form these big patterns and connect things and try to find unity. And the left brain is willing to even like lie about the stupidest of things just to remain
Bro,
consistent.
I got like 3 right brains.
I think the spiritual experience,
At
like the
least.
thing that video's gesturing at, the thing that these great Buddhist teachers that they say something in just the right way,
Yeah.
and you feel like the middle part of your chest open up, and you go, "I can reset. I'm gonna let go of."
So you are talking about porn.
Not exactly.
Isn't it a lot easier like if just back in ancient times?
I'm talking about like chakra.
I'm talking
porn,
about
bro.
chakra. bro.
I'm saying like in indigenous times.
Get real. Get on
what
my
you're
level.
saying is it's the way you walk the young youth to the edge of the village and you just push him off the waterfall and he's fine, but he
Wait,
doesn't
what?
know that. It's that
Wait,
kind
what?
of thing.
Yeah,
that
I'm
euphoric
not
spiritual
familiar
thing?
with that parable.
That's what you do, yeah.
See, I think this video is more about because they take it.
I'm
from,
saying that
from the
gestures
aspect
at a
of-
place in your head
but
that
they take
spiritualism
this from the
talks
aspect
to.
of individual souls, which to me is problematic because you have to ask where they say in this story, "Oh, you're every human who ever lived." Well, you're not addressing animals or other creatures or the Neanderthals.
It takes 2 bears,
Right.
an eagle, and 6 snakes to
So
make
I think-
a kid.
Oh, anyways, I think this is more referencing the fact that the universe itself is sort of like that as well. It's not that you're reincarnated as every human. You are just
As everything. Like,
Yeah.
you're just at the human stage
right
now.
Yeah, exactly.
You started as
You're
something
an
simpler
you're an
than
extension
bugs.
of
Yeah.
a single entity.
And this universe was
But
made
that's not
just
the-
to advance you.
Yeah.
Like the details of that, as interesting as they are, like I was more intrigued by the way they got me in.
no, because
they told me
do
that
it by the
I
human
died,
focus on it. Yeah,
the car
Right.
crash, and
You can't do it in that that other way. this
I guess
story.
let me just the thing I heard this guy I was just talking about say today, that it's the kind of thing that shifts you into this experience that this video puts in your mind.
Well, it's a very specific storytelling technique. You pick a very detailed. It's very detailed. The 48-year-old man, like how he died, the details of the truck. It makes it real.
What it does though, in
It's a
terms
common
of
tale.
where it pushes
Yeah,
you
it
in your
works.
mind, like he said something today. He was just like, imagine the most hard criminal if they were wandering doing whatever thing they're up to, and they see like a 5-year-old wandering into traffic. There's a high probability they will just go save that kid.
Now, are they a hero or a horrible person?
Well, that aside, what that does to me is make me take like a deep breath and kind of go, maybe human beings are like 55% good and like 45% shitheads.
And some are.
And
Yeah, I
it
think
gives
most
me enough
is
hope
good.
to like try to contribute to the 55.
Right, and that may be most humans. Right.
It might be higher than that, but like I
No,
gotta
but-
be honest,
but some
I'm
people are
regularly
but some people are
inferring
definitely
like
90%
50
evil.
something.
Or like there are plenty of people who are 60%.
Oh, I didn't
evil.
mean the individual humans. I meant the
Overall,
net,
the
the
net,
net
yeah.
goodness, because I think most humans are net good.
Yeah, because good and evil aren't subjective.
Well, I think they're unbalanced too. Just like matter and antimatter,
Wait, what, Joe?
we have more matter.
There are absolutes, right? That's what Newton said.
Did he?
F equals ma.
Yeah, this is an absolute universe.
What are you saying? You don't like physics?
There's good, there's evil.
No, I think
there's right, there's wrong.
I think there's a net good. Between
But what are you
human
defining
beings.
as good? What is your definition of good? That's such a bullshit, arbitrary term. Good.
So he's saying
What do you mean by
he gets
good?
his spiritualism
Where's
rather
your
than
cutoff?
worshiping at the altar of redemption or faith or tradition.
Every
or whatever.
civilization thinks they're good.
He worships at the altar of amazement of human connectiveness. It sounds like, or some sense of nobility within nature, which is how a lot of bullshit agnostics draw their divinity.
I think what you might call
satisfaction.
God is something you can find in your own mind if you just sit there and look for
Right.
it.
You just get stoned and get fascinated by the wonders of the universe. I'm not knocking it. This is a valid approach. Probably the closest religion to the one I follow, but I'm just saying.
What is
it's
the
kinda
religion
like,
you follow?
You don't have to follow a set tenet of ideas. You get to just kind of, when you feel that need to, I got to refresh that. You said refresh before. That sense of that euphoric,
I think it's
meaning
like a
or connection
garden
or whatever.
It's a part
this
of your
gave
mind you can tend to. If you don't tend to it, it tends to get fucked
get
up.
overgrown, and
And if
yeah,
you
it's
tend
not
to
as
it,
useful. You can't when you
can't
need to
use
go
it.
to it. It's hard to get to, kind of a thing.
Well, it's like a in any situation you can go, I'm going to interpret this with like more compassion and less like Larry Davidness, which is like hardwired into my personality, Larry David. Or I could be like
That's a
more
new
Larry
decision.
David and like less whatever, and it just depends on the situation. I like to have control of the dials. So if I zoom out enough and like tend to the place like that video puts me, so if I get there once a day and spend 3 minutes there, where I'm like, hell yeah, like this is my most zoomed out life perspective. Like I am just part of a universe. I can't control it.
You're an egg.
Why would I get upset over something? This
Rolling
is like
around.
I'm in the
It
middle
would
of
make sense.
reading
It would
Marcus
explain a lot,
Aurelius, dude.
right?
You would love stoicism. Like what Marcus Aurelius writes. He's just like, nature is nature. What happens in nature is nature. You to get upset at that is denying nature.
Yeah,
Go with the flow.
How long have we been telling Luke he's like a kind of conservative objectivist? Like, you're finally getting there.
Oh, but
I love it.
I think I'm finding my
finding your
own
way
truthful way.
Yeah.
Like little by little,
I'm
I'm getting rid of beliefs that I thought I had, but which were programmed into me.
Right.
And
But
trying to see if
I'm
I
very
arrive there
aware
on
of
my
it.
own.
It does end with you owning like rifles and supporting the libertarian ticket, though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
you
You've
better
been calling
believe it, buddy.
bullshit on us when we've been saying it for the
all
last
right.
6 months.
Luke's
I've been
about to
saying it for
vote.
17 elections
I've been
now.
saying
Then you know you got to
since
vote for those guys that want to give me back
2017.
my drinking water. Get that
I voted
fluoride
in
out
last
there.
17
you know what I'm saying?
elections.
Wait, what if I talk in a Matthew McConaughey voice with an echo effect?
No,
Yes, do it.
that sounds wonderful.
Do it. So,
But you were asking my religion? I'm a pan-dimensional humanist.
what does that entail worship wise?
It's a lot of getting stoned and meditating and listening to music.
What kind of music? Like Insane Clown Posse?
Yeah, I'm part of the family. No, it's not the Insane Clown Posse.
How much would I have to pay you to go to an ICP concert?
I hear they're cool people. Whoa.
So, 17 weeks ago, I was on a hike, and you see up in the hills in
There was an egg.
17
little robin eggs. up in this little
17 robin eggs fell right down. It must have been like 17 meters.
Hey, Luke, can I ask you a question? Were there
Yes.
17 inches of snow on the ground?
Yes.
And I walked right up to that baby mama robin after I helped her with her 17 eggs.
And that
I
snow was
said-
white powder. I snorted it all.
I said,
17 grams.
I said, hey, I've been shaving baby robins way before I got paid to. And then she said, who pays you to save baby robins? And that's when I just pointed straight up, and she nodded at me. And then she said, how the fuck are you talking to a robin right now? And I said, I don't know, I had that power for 17 different shares.
17, you know. And that's the thing, you know. And
I was talking like he has wooden teeth.
And sometimes, you know, you get a seizure and a stroke, you just stop mumbling the word 17. Nothing wrong with 17.
All right.
It's all right, 17.
so there's two aspects to this accent. One is saying S's like this, but the other one is saying them at the end of words. So check this out.
Words.
If you say streets, not that good. Streets. So you got to end with the S's. So you go
You studied this way too fucking long.
17.
I've been studying for 17 years.
17 straights. 17 straights. Oh, wait, I don't have to know.
Turn that shit off for a minute.
Your brain scrambled 17 ways.
All right, are we back to normal?
Yeah.
Does that
Oh my
sound
God.
good?
Landed.
I don't know what normal is.
That just happened.
That really confuses my stoned brain.
This might be like a must insert cannabis before listening cast.
Oh, we got to do the genie
it's a-
voice selection. So we
I
should.
don't know if I can right now. I think I need some time for that. I need to build up to
Well,
that.
what else do we think about eggs?
Yeah, we should cover more egg.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Well,
feelings on eggs.
Obviously, we'll put in the intro to this episode, like, watch the fucking egg
I
video.
forgot
Oh no, the intro should say watch the egg video first. Fuck, it's really raining out. Really? Yeah, when did that happen?
There was some design
Yeah.
expert I was reading about. Hope your windows are closed.
Hopefully,
There's
Yanko
some
closed the
design
window.
expert I was
I don't
reading
care.
about who said the two best.
That was so honest.
Fair enough.
I really don't care.
I really don't care. There's this guy. I forget what he worked on a lot of different things, but
Oh, was he the guy who worked there
On a lot
for
of different
17
things?
years?
17.
I think he worked on a lot of different
17
things there.
pounds under 17.
You just went into Family Guy, old man. I think he worked in a lot of places.
No, it's he said the two best designed things ever. I think it might have been
That's
the guy
really
who
good.
invented the bikini. But
Of course, the guy invented
but
the bikini.
of course, but
What are you guys talking about?
the two best things, the two best things
Are you
designs ever
17 years
invented
Huh?
were the original Coca-Cola bottle.
Yeah.
I can't. I just can't.
Oh, I remember
Old
the
man.
original Coca-Cola bottles.
It's
You
the
know
original
why?
Coca-
Because they made 17 of them.
They're made over 1,700.
They were actually no. Do you know when Coca-Cola was actually founded? 1917.
Johnny.
1917, we
Seems
beat
like
up all
Johnny-
17 Axis
No, wait,
powers.
what happened to
and that's when we
Coca-Cola
started
bottles?
building our bottles by
What the fuck
17.
have to do with Coca-Cola?
Seems like Johnny's only shoved his finger only 17
Oh my God.
centimeters up his butthole while cleaning.
Wow. That's
Seems like-
now I'm triggered.
Seems like Johnny wants more.
Wait, what about Coca-Cola?
This is getting too real.
No, what about Coca-Cola?
This guy said the two best designs ever in
Bikini
all
Coca-Cola?
packaging was the Coca-Cola, the original Coca-Cola
See how
bottle,
far we've drifted from spiritual
and the
enlightenment?
human egg. And the human
Egg.
And
Egg.
a chicken egg.
And a chicken egg.
Yeah, those are the two most
And he
functional,
also invented
strongest.
the
Which came
bikini.
first, the chicken or the egg?
Like, have you ever done that? Can
Chicken
you
egg.
crush an egg with your
Done.
hand? You know that trick where you hold an egg just the right way and you can't crush it?
That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
I bet. Give me
There
an egg,
are-
I guarantee
there
you
are
I can
hundreds
crush
of
I
YouTube
cracked an
videos.
egg
it.
at
People
Stop and
pretending to
Shop
crack
today.
eggs.
Coolest
Can't
thing I've
crack
ever
an
done
egg.
was crack.
Give me an egg. I'll crack it.
Okay.
All right.
That's the coolest thing
Not
you've ever
right-
done,
not right
Tommy.
now, but yeah.
Eggs.
I owe
We
you-
should talk
I owe you
after
a
the
crushed
cast.
egg.
Get me 17 of them.
We should do some cool things
a dozen,
together.
A 17.
I'm
Is
good
that
with
the
my-
coolest thing you've ever done?
I'm
A
good with
dozen
my
eggs, I got
eggs.
5 more. That's 17 eggs. Eggs.
You clearly don't
Eggs.
value your eggs.
Eggs Benedict.
17 days ago. All right. Well,
Eggs bend my dick.
do you guys have anything else to say about
You should
egg?
probably stop eating eggs then.
Probably sure.
Like immediately and contact somebody.
Eggs are good for you.
Egg salad.
I want to get chickens and
The
start.
thing about eggs is Charlie Kelly
start
would tell
harvesting
you.
my own eggs.
This is a great video, though. Like, if you listen to this for some reason without
Research.
watching it, God bless you.
No, just watch the video first. I'm
But,
saying now.
The title's going to be watch
See,
egg
now this
first.
makes sense.
probably.
Yeah, we'll just title the video.
Well,
the egg
Don't
analysis,
listen to this
yeah.
without watching the egg.
Well, before we wrap up eggs,
So why would you listen to a podcast breaking down Lord of the Rings if you've never read it or seen it? Or
because
heard of it?
you're too
and
fucked up.
it's not even like, here,
You're
catch
too-
up on Lord of
you're
the
too
Rings with
wasted
us.
to change
yeah,
the
introduction
channel,
to it.
that's
So
why.
like
Yeah.
in-depth
This won't make
analysis.
sense
Yeah.
either
of
way to anyone.
Yeah.
No. All right. What's your favorite egg?
Brown.
What's your favorite egg?
Reincarnated.
What's your favorite egg?
Over easy.
I like crow.
Crow's good.
Crow.
I like crow.
I ordered an egg
What
over
are the
medium
odds of
once. What does that mean?
I don't know. I just said.
What
crow.
are the odds of reincarnation, realistically?
9 and 1?
You think so?
Yeah,
9 and
Like, there's
1?
a lot of sentience going on.
Yeah, you're reincarnating 9
That's some
times
like
for every
quantum
one.
shit.
But how did we go? How did we go from like a million people running around the planet for thousands of years to 7 billion? Where do all those extra souls
Lot of
come?
banging.
Or we just built up a backlog and then we threw up a bunch
Oh,
of
of the
numbers.
souls?
Yeah.
My question is, where did the Neanderthal souls go?
Does
we
mean they
bang
just
them.
get folded in?
Yeah, that we bang them and
Is
turn
that
them
where
into
crack
people.
babies come from? I don't know.
That I don't. What?
Because they're not like quite as developed, so they come back as like deformed
I think that's a hate crime you just said.
people and children. Yeah, it doesn't feel right to say it, but like that's.
But
part
what
of
about monkeys?
reincarnation, is
Monkeys
the
don't get
rebirth.
souls.
I don't know. It's like how many orangutans make a human worth of soul? A dozen? Or is
they-
it like
no, they
3
just get no-
orangutans,
they
a
just get
chimp,
no soul.
and a silverback? You add that with like a hawk
As
and
George
a brown
Carlin
bear,
once
and you
said,
got
at what
a
point
person.
does all this bullshit just break down to a bunch of shit that a bunch of old people made up? Old white people made up.
It's true. Another great religious quote, I think, is Joe Rogan's. He says the difference between a religion and a cult is everybody in a religion died so long ago we don't know if they're full of shit or not. A cult,
that's
we
very
have
true.
like he's like L. Ron Hubbard. We have video of him.
It's
So we
very
know that's
easy
a
to,
cult.
to prove to other
this is
people.
not
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Everyone
video
is
of him wearing a
reincarnated.
fake hat. He never performed miracles or anything.
What if
The guy-
everyone's not reincarnated?
cult.
Only some of them, and then new people are also created. So there's people that have older souls. That's why there's old souls.
You're just describing Westworld, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Well,
totally
Keep an eye out for our
Westworld
Westworld
took
episode,
that
folks.
idea and then put it into like the weird.
I would totally go to Westworld. Absolutely.
I'm not into that.
I would take you. You wouldn't go for a thunk adventure?
I would
To
go
Westworld?
if it was temporary. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
I would tell you it's a regular thing.
Do I get a real gun?
How are you going to convince me like scientifically that? Now, question: is my voice still weird, or is it just my brain? That's
Your voice
weird?
is always weird like this.
There's no like effect to my voice right now, right?
I don't know. Is there?
Oh, God.
I'll take you to Westworld, bro.
Egg.
I'll get you wasted.
I would need to like have it be like a clear scientifically like proven thing that like
Would you rather
robots
go?
like that aren't actually having an experience that they don't understand.
Of course they
Wait,
are.
wait,
They're
wait. Would
robots.
you rather go to Westworld or Jurassic Park?
I have to go.
You got to pick one, or you get a bullet in the head.
And you have to go to both.
What?
Westworld.
Aha!
So,
Wait,
I knew you were a hypocrite, piece of shit.
what's the? If I choose Westworld, does that whole universe just exist now? And if I don't choose it, it doesn't exist.
you go for a successful trip at either Westworld or Jurassic Park. Where are you going to go?
Oh, it's
It's
successful.
successful.
Probably. Statistically, it will be. Like, it's not Jurassic Park opening
Yeah,
weekend.
that changes
with,
things.
Said every
Wait,
person
no,
that died in a Six Flags ride.
And
You're not going
Park.
with Jeff Goldblum when he gets attacked by the T-Rex. You're not going.
So he's not
going
gonna save me from the T-Rex?
You're going
He's
to
not
like
gonna
a
be there?
functioning park that has a safety record and everything. I don't know how it's going to go when you're there. You might be an idiot and jump out, and then when they try to save you, they let the raptors out. I don't know what you do. I'm not responsible for that. There's free will in these genie rules.
I kind of want to see dinosaurs. I think I would go to Jurassic Park.
right? But
I can bang
immorally-
robots, like,
but those
in
are
real life.
animals that were made and are controlled, and they suffer. They don't get to do it. You know what I mean? That's a little more immoral than a robot.
You just ate a toaster oven Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about it, but I don't go to zoos. I don't support.
Why?
I don't support inhumane zoos.
Why?
Because that animal's dead. He's not suffering. He was delicious.
That's insane.
What's the
That's-
difference?
that's morally, it's okay though, because he was delicious.
I
He
mean,
wasn't
morally, it's
suffering.
okay because you're saying
An
it's
animal in
okay.
Jurassic Park is just suffering. Whereas a Westworld robot, aren't they even real? It's just like, it's a video game.
Oh, I don't
Your
care.
video
I don't
games
care
aren't
about
sad
any of
when
them.
they get left turned off.
Well, what is consciousness? It's other than an egg.
Which do you think has more right to be considered a conscious being? A genetically engineered and artificially created Jurassic Park dinosaur, or super self-aware?
Why are they suffering? Why,
Or a
these dinosaurs
super
aren't suffering in
self-aware
Jurassic Park.
Westworld robot?
First of all,
person?
Jurassic Park is not like a zoo. It's an island with fences.
Still a zoo.
Yeah, but that's not as if they're in a.
She doesn't want to be fed. She wants to hunt.
Also,
True, she doesn't want to be fed. That's
also
not her thing.
I'm thinking of.
Polar bears don't want to sit on a fucking white painted rock of concrete pretending it's snow.
Well, it's
They
just
wanna
like humans
be
don't
running
want to
along
go to the
snow,
grocery
right?
store and
they
get
had
food.
they had free
Yeah.
range.
That's
for the
why we
raptors.
fucking
That's why they're all
play in
miserable there.
softball leagues, to
Yeah.
get a little hunt in. You feel the physical challenge, and you meet
What a
it.
weird way to get fat and die. Just play softball.
Well,
till the
that's what
end.
people do. Where I
Because not really exercise.
I walk around
How many
this park
skinny
when
people-
I'm on a break,
skinny
dude.
middle-aged
and I
men
watch,
do you
I
see
watch,
playing softball?
I watch those softball games,
And they're all huge.
and then I meditate in the corner, and they're like, "Who the fuck's that guy?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Is
You
that the
know?
conversation you have?
in my meditation head where I'm like, they're
In
judging
your Zen
me.
state,
And I'm like,
those-
they can go
those fat
judge me
fucks
to
are
fucking
judging
hell,
me.
those fucking pieces of shit. I'm like, oh, the angry mind has something to say. Isn't that nice? Moving on.
You know you're describing a psychopath. This separation
That's
of
me
voices.
sitting in
How
the
many,
park.
how many conversations?
I'm aware.
Hold on. How many?
I'm aware.
How many different parts of your entity? 'Cause so far we've got bladder and your angry side. How many parts of you do you communicate with on an average day? When you had
12?
step back.
12.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a couple more examples.
I think he thinks he's like 40 different people.
Right? I just want to see some of the more interesting ones.
This would explain why he plays with the Echo.
Oh, that's fun.
Feature so much.
That's fun. I didn't really discover that at home properly. I want to play with
Properly.
that. I want to play with that, get really stoned and just play with the echo dials and just
Fair enough.
whatever.
I can't argue with that.
Or maybe I'll play a prank on Yanka. When she gets home, I'll set up the signal to go into a speaker and just be like, Yanka, it's Luke.
I am your father.
Luke.
She'll love that.
Oh no, he's doing it.
Yanka, it is me. I fell in the toilet. Come rescue me. And she'd just be like, what? One, how did Luke accomplish this? And
2, why can't he put his resources to something actually productive? Clean
This
the
is
fucking-
God. You should give Luke more back rubs.
Allahu Akbar.
Whoa.
God.
That's,
Well, that's the end of this episode.
yep, all right.
All right. I'm not going to explain that.
It just means praise God.
Okay.
Yeah, I just watched it.
Okay.
I was watching the show Rami. It's a new show on Hulu, and basically he takes his highly disabled friend to
Oh, this
see
is making
this
it
girl, and this girl ends up being in high school, and it turns out to be a whole awkward thing. But his disabled friend is like, "Dude, don't blow this for me. I'm gonna die within a year. You know that. This is my one chance to hook up. Blah blah blah." And then the girl's like puking. This kid can't even move. He's in a wheelchair. They got to break down the door, and they can't get the door down. And the kid in the wheelchair says, like, dude, you got to get all religious. I know you believe. Like, do it. And then the guy starts saying, Allahu Akbar. And he kicks at the door, Allahu Akbar. And on the third time, like, he kicks it through. It was hilarious.
That's it?
I mean,
The funniest part of this story is that how funny you think it is.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Where's the punchline? It's all attitude.
That's it?
he's kicking down
Did
the
he
door.
get it down? No, we got that. Did he kick it down?
He did.
Did they gangbang this chick?
No, they sent her to a hospital trying not to, like, because they bought the alcohol that, like, you know.
What?
It's
Did he carry her there with his Allahu Akbar powers, his newfound powers?
So confused right now.
Did I not
There's some
explain the
holes in
story?
Wait, the door hit the girl and she had to go to the hospital?
Swiss cheese.
She
The
was drunk?
girl drank a whole bottle of rum and got wasted.
And how old is she?
like 16.
Okay.
He brought
These are
his,
details he didn't tell us before.
he brought his friend who's this like wheelchair bound, like very
To
disabled
bang the
person.
drunk 16-year-old.
But they didn't know any of that, or at least he didn't know any of that.
That she was
He
drunk
shows
north
up.
of-
That's
He's
what they
like,
told you.
He's
All
like,
right.
this
Girl.
is fucked. We got to get out of here. And then
What is he watching?
And then
the
they
show
realized
is called
porn.
Rami
It's clearly
on Netflix.
porn.
Oh, this is a show. I thought this was a friend of yours.
I thought it was
No.
a porno.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a friend of mine. Otherwise,
Okay.
I wouldn't be. It'd not be at the stage that I should say it. Probably, right?
No, that's what I'm
If
saying.
someone I
It's
knew
like,
told me
wow.
that, I'd be like, dude, you should
Not tell me that.
not tell me that. Yeah.
or do that.
No, this was a show, but I just found it hilarious that like,
Allahu Akbar strength.
yeah.
Why is it- I
well,
don't- I
because
don't
the whole
understand the
show's
punchline.
about him coming to terms with his faith. Like, he grew up
Islam?
in this like strict Egyptian household, but he's like living in New York now. And
Yeah, it's just not a funny joke.
he's like, should I
Do
bang
you think
this?
it'd be worse to get hit in the head with a
It's
beer
hilarious.
bottle or a pint glass?
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Watch the show.
Is there a YouTube?
Wow, racist. I
What?
know why you don't want to watch it. It's fine. Yep.
Did you hear what he said?
Yep. No, it's fine.
So I actually like how Gordon Ramsay cooks his eggs. He does this
Did he kill
on and
himself?
off the heat. No, that was the other one, Bourdain.
Oh no! And the other thing about galaxies is
But he goes on and off.
No,
the
no,
heat.
about eggs.
He keeps stirring, and you keep whipping it while you go, and you
yeah, I
season
see
at the
what you
end. It's really good. You should try it.
You've tried his
I
eggs?
only make my eggs like that now.
Really?
For a while now, for months. They're so much better. I stopped putting cheese in. That's how creamy they
Who
come
eats their eggs over easy?
I do over medium.
Yeah, I do too.
It depends. If I'm throwing it on like a ramen bowl, over easy. Like just a barely cooked runny egg is great on most Asian rice dishes
Okay.
or certain
But
burgers.
people
I
just
agree.
get them at diners with home fries and.
But on its own,
Sausage.
like on its own without a sandwich, maybe on a really thick, like salty Southern style biscuit to absorb all that yolk. But if
Yeah.
you're just getting over easy eggs on a plate
Ugh.
with strips of bacon, you probably had a scarring childhood.
Did
I
I
just
tell-
assume.
did I tell
and
you-
that was part of it. And you just focus on the plate when you eat, and you don't like.
Did I
hear
tell
the-
you- did-
Which
you don't
is a
hear
shame,
it. You
'cause
don't
that's
hear
also
the
a
fighting
great
between
breakfast.
the mom
Did I
and
tell
That's a
you-
great breakfast.
Did I tell you what Dad
Yeah.
calls?
That's a great breakfast. I'm
Did I
just
tell
saying,
you-
like I would love that right now.
Johnny did.
over easy runny eggs with nothing but bacon.
I would eat that right now. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
see what
That's-
I'm saying.
Did I tell
He
you
made
what,
my point. Thank
what
you.
Dad calls? What he calls sunny side eggs.
What?
I was talking to him about
Asshole
this.
eggs?
Wait. Let me see if I remember. You texted it to me.
Yeah, I was talking to him at
It
this
was like
diner, and no, wait,
two
where-
Y's where you looking or something like.
No, it was. He said, "Oh yeah, I love that diner. I always go there, and I tell the girl, give me 2 eggs looking right back at me." And I'm like, and then he just goes on, and I said, wait, what was that? And he goes, 2 eggs looking right back at me. And I'm like, no, I don't know. And he goes, yeah, they cook them. And I'm like, you mean sunny side? And he goes, yeah, 2 eggs.
Barely
She'll act
cooked.
like she don't know
Looking back at
nothing.
me.
She knows.
Yeah,
He
she
likes
knows.
his eggs runny.
I don't know. I don't know that saying. It's not anything.
I've
It's
never
just vague New
He has-
Yorkism.
he
It
has
could be
some-
a dad saying.
He has some dated
that's
lines,
it.
like he'll tell you to close the lights, which is like an old gas lamp phrase.
That's what
That-
Young
Close the
has-
light when you go to
Close
the
the
toilet.
light, yeah.
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 Well, you're closing
Yeah.
the circuit, right?
Yeah.
Or the clicker.
He's
See,
very
remotes
wise,
haven't
though.
clicked in
Close
forever.
the TV.
Yeah.
You know, remotes don't click.
But he's very wise.
It used to be
As
an
he told
actual
me
that
as a
was
kid,
part
don't
of the
be a
click.
dope.
Yeah.
Don't be a dope.
Don't be a dope. What's the purpose?
And
Best
there's your
advice.
meaning of
What's
egg.
the purpose? He's very Socratic upbringing.
What's the
He's
purpose?
never yelling at you for what you did.
What's the purpose?
He just explain it to you or make you explain to him and go, "What's the purpose?" And made you figure it out, instead of him.
Yeah.
Very Socratic style. I don't think he understood quite the brilliance of it. Maybe he did.
I think we're done here.
That's what the egg video does too, man. Makes you zoom
think.
out.
Makes you zoom out.
Yeah.
See the big picture. You see the forest for the trees. I think that's what that video did.
Did you read that?
I think
The
that's what
Martian?
spiritual things do in general.
About
They
shit
make
potatoes?
you see the forest for
Yeah,
the
did
trees.
you read it? The Martian?
Saw the movie.
Did you read it? Piece of shit.
Um,
Did you read it?
What?
The Martian?
I saw Matt Damon do it.
I saw Matt Damon do that while flying to Turkey over the Atlantic.
That was all in that movie?
I was like, I'm in a spaceship. He's in a spaceship. What the fuck? Like that
Neither
kind
of you were actually in a spaceship.
Yeah.
Your two takeaways were wrong.
Yeah, you got it all wrong. The whole thing. All right. Well, I think this episode's been.
I think we went on about 17 minutes too long, to be honest, based on how we started down the space time.
we better sign off then.
That's about 17 too many uses of FX.
That echoes about 17 times more powerful than I think we
You stay
need.
away from my
way more than
eggs.
17.
Tommy, you have anything else to say?
Stay the fuck away from my eggs.
17 straight.
We're going to have 17 eggs now, folks. Thank you for listening to the 17 tank. Everything's. I'm just going to start saying 17 more. 17 more or less.
We do the McConaughey
17
times too many. You know what I'm saying? Too many times.
17.
What?
17.
Isn't this what movies do when they want you to feel like you've gone crazy?
Or too far.
All right, somebody might be driving to work. This is not safe. Thanks for listening.
Enjoy your eggs.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
No, please listen to the part. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bye.
What?
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening to the Thunk Tank podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to help us out, please consider leaving a rating or a review wherever you listen to podcasts, and share it with people you think might like it. And if you really want to support us, you can go over to patreon.com/ThunkTankPodcast. We have links to this in the episode description and other places. And for as little as $1 an episode, you can help us keep the lights on. And you also get access to a very special Drunk Tank feed of episodes. So every few episodes, we'll have a few more beers and record an extra 20 to 30 minutes of extra thunky, silly whateverness. So there's a separate RSS link you can get from there, and if you put that into a podcast player, you'll get your own separate feed of only the Drunk Tanks. I think we have about 6 or 7 of them out already, and more to come. Thanks for listening, and stay funky.